What's up, home run sluggers? Hey, I'm sitting here in the truck in the parking lot at my wife's doctor's office. She is doing her weekly checkup. We're down to the wire for our little third baby boy. Anyway, so I wanted to basically kind of give you guys an update. I know there's been rumors of some big news coming. I can't really go into all the details. A lot of it is going to be like for example, the formula is going to be a proprietary formula and whatnot. However, we do have a huge thing coming up. Basically, we're working with our attorneys to finish up the legal paperwork, and then we are going to be marketing directly to property investors who have, anywhere from one property to, probably say 500 properties. We don't want to do big hedge funds. We don't want to be big funds, but we do want to add some properties to our portfolio. And so we're going to offer the ability for an investor who owns a property or properties to sell a portion of that equity for home run tokens. And don't worry, they won't be able to sell them. We're going to do an 18-month lockup on those properties, on that equity. So they won't be able to sell them for 18 months. But that is a recordable document that we will have done for our attorney. And for those of you who don't know that, basically that means it gets recorded, or we have the ability to record it on the deed of the property, on the title. So basically they wouldn't be able to sell it, they wouldn't be able to refinance it, things like that, without paying out our portion. So essentially a great example is if someone had maybe 5 properties and they decide to put 10% of each property's equity to us, or 10% of the ownership. We would then, collect 10% of the rents. We would collect 10% of the equity if they sold it, things like that. And then obviously, so say a $300,000 house, and they give 10% of the equity away, or sell 10% of the equity to us. Excuse me. Essentially, it'd be $30,000. So they'd get 30,000 home run tokens. The advantage to first off, we'll start. The advantage to you as the investor, you as our community, is we have a goal that's easily obtainable to add 500 properties over the next 12 months. We feel that over the next 6 months, we should be able to add, at least 250 of those properties. Again, guys, these are goals. We've got to go out and actually get it done, but we already have people lined up that we know that have a lot of properties. I can't say how many yet, but they have a lot of properties that they would be willing to do some, or maybe even all of it, depending on how that agreement ends up looking from the attorney. So we've already got people in line for this program, and this would also work for, say the college student or the university student that either they or their parents help them buy a property, and then say they rent it out, maybe 3 or 4 bedrooms. We could essentially do an assignment of rents on those, and again, a recordable document. So a lot of cool things with that. The awesome part for us is it adds money and profits into the staking pool. So sorry, I've got my 5-year-old in the back with me. So anyway, that's the great part about this, is we're going to be able to add so many properties to it, and then just by nature, it's going to create, we've been chasing so much. We've been chasing the investor and the other investor, not the property investor, but the investor to actually invest into home run tokens, which has been a little bit slow due to market conditions, due to war, inflation. I mean, there's so much, so many things surrounding that. But anyways, this gives us the opportunity. We figured we were almost putting the cart before the horse, and so we kind of backed up, said, hey, how can we add a lot of properties without having the amount of volume that we're taking that 4% tax? So this is a great way to add the properties, add profits to the staking pool. But the biggest thing is, imagine what it's going to be like when we say, hey, we just picked up a portfolio, partial ownership, or a percentage, or an interest, whatever you want to call it. But we just picked up a partial ownership of a 15 property portfolio, or 15 door portfolio. Hey, we picked up another 30 doors. This is going to be absolutely huge. And within itself, it's going to be an advertisement. It gives you guys the ability to say, hey guys, tweet out, we just picked up an additional this many properties. We now have 205 properties in the pipeline in our portfolio. So anyway, that's the big news. Again, there's a lot of details that we may or may not be able to share as this evolves and turns into what we're trying to turn it into, just because there is going to be a proprietary formula to essentially have it work flawlessly. Again, though, this I don't think anybody understands how huge this is. I mean, essentially, and by the way, the tokens are coming out of our marketing budget, so it's not like we're pulling from here or that. There has been talk to maybe focus a little bit more on, picking up a couple thousand properties this way, and taking it from some of that rewards that we had set aside for the credit card or the debit card. So anyway, a lot of different things going on, but that is the massive news. Essentially, this is going to allow us, as we continue into a bear market, which if we are indeed in a bear market, they can, with cryptos, they can last 1 to 2 years. That being said, we're trying to shape this model into something that can be a hedge against a bear market. If you're having a bear market in cryptos and you're having a bear market in, say the stock market, housing, people flock to housing, people flock to gold, things like that. In the last bear market that we had in 2018, or going into it 2018, with the crypto, real estate went up tenfold. I mean, it just screamed. And so if you would have been able to have home run token then and take what money you had in the crypto, put it in something that was more stable, backed by something that's continued to appreciate while the crypto was depreciating or losing value, your money would have been a lot safer. So anyways, looks like I'm approaching the 7-minute mark. Again, this was just supposed to be a short, quick vlog for you guys. Quick update, keep you guys excited. Again, I know myself and the team have not been in the chat rooms as much, but we are busting our butts on this. Keep in mind, investors, that's property investors, that's what we do. Like, as an agent, most of the team, that's what we do. That's where our relationships are. I mean, I've got a program right now that I've been working with, putting together a list already that is property owners that are investors, that we can start an email campaign the second we get this going, start a video campaign. Not to mention, we're going to probably bring on a few call centers overseas, just because it's an inexpensive way to reach a lot of people. And physically, we've got to check with the FTC, make sure we're legal and legit there, not calling the do not call list, but actually having them actually reach out to these property owners, because we can do a reverse search and get all the phone numbers, cell phones. So anyways, again, this is where I strive in real estate. This is my bread and butter. And so this is what I know. How I know how to do things. So again, we've already got people in line waiting for this to be released so they can see the details, because they would like to, take a little bit of equity and get into the crypto market. Again, to recap, the tokens will be able to stake them, earn rewards. The investors, property investors will. However, they will not be able to sell them or do anything with them for 18 months. And that's to make sure that we, secure the investment for you guys as the home run investor, the community. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be huge. I mean, can you imagine here in 6 months being able to say, hey, we've got 250 properties, guys. We're making this kind of cash off of it. Then from there, it starts rolling. You've peaked that hill, and now all the work's been done. You start rolling downhill. Now we're getting the volume in. Now we're buying our own properties, full percentage of properties, full ownership. And from there, that's where it gets fun, because the investor, as you, start making more money, right? Through the token price, through rental profits. But then the people that helped us get there by selling some of their equity for home run tokens in their properties, now the value of their token's gone up. They might have said, hey, I'm going to give 10%, 30,000, and say we tripled, quadrupled in price. Now they're, 30, 60, 90, 120,000. Not to mention, the best part about that is now we've added from our volume. We've gone ahead and added more properties that we own 100%, right? And so then those profits are dumping in. And so that's where I'm excited, because it's a huge deal for you guys, but it's a big deal for the property investor who's willing to, take the leap of faith on us. So anyways, I'm approaching 10 minutes. I didn't even want this to be longer than 3 minutes. I will post this in Telegram as an actual downloadable file, so you guys can share that on different places. I will also upload it to YouTube, so you can share that link on Twitter. So guys, I appreciate all the love and support you guys continue to give us every day, the hard work. I mean, you guys are busting your butts when it comes to you know, I hate the word shill, but shilling this project out on you know, Twitter and whatnot. So anyways, again, appreciate you guys. Love all of you. I'm always here if you guys need questions answered or anything. But again, forgive myself and the team. We are going to be away from the chat just because we are trying to get this wrapped up as soon as possible. So it's coming soon. Watch out. It's going to be big, guys. Have fun. Enjoy your day.